do of course have our EV6 over here, and the Sportage is part of the electric experience. What will happen now, we'll play a little video, we'll watch that, we'll do an unveiling of the car, I'll walk around, talk you through the vehicle. If you've got any questions or queries afterwards, happy to answer your questions, and then take your money for the purchases. So what we're going to do, we'll play a little video. As I say, there's drinks and sweets over there, so make sure you help yourself. Ideally, preferably don't squeeze them all into the cars and rub chocolate all over the windshields. It has been done before. But I think it's time to begin the video. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanka De Silva. I'm the Marketing Director for Kia UK, and I'm delighted and proud to exclusively launch one of our latest electrified cars with you. Buying a car is the second biggest purchase in your life, so I'm really pleased to see that you are considering a Kia and most importantly, taking time to be at our launch. Over the last 12 months, we have certainly cemented ourselves as a leader in electrification. We've launched our all-electric EV6 and the hybrid electric all-new Sportage, increasing our electrified models to a total of 10, and have further plans to reveal 14 new EVs globally by 2026. This year alone, we've won the What Car of the Year and the European Car of the Year with our fully electric EV6. The outgoing Nero is our best-selling EV to date and the #1 selling electrified model in the UK since its launch. I invite you to use this evening to find out all about the exciting range of electrified cars and be one of the first to experience the all-new Nero before it goes on sale in July. Thank you again for taking time to be here. I'll now pass over to our teams to reveal the all-new Nero EV.
We tend to forget the simple truth. Life never tells you what to do. It just opens up endless possibilities. When we move, we are reminded that around every corner, something new is just waiting to be discovered, allowing us to arrive as one person but leave as another. For those who keep moving, keep seeking, inspiration is never out of reach. So move, broaden your horizons, be inspired. The Kia Electric Experience introduces a new wave of innovation, leading the way in electrification. We began with a bold vision, a vision that has now been brought to life. The multi-award-winning Kia EV6, a fully electric crossover looking like nothing else on the road, boasting cutting-edge safety, driver assist features, and a suite of onboard technologies. The Kia EV6 has marked a new era for our brand. A landmark design in our thrilling, ambitious and progressive future. Fast charging from 10 to 80% in 18 minutes. Boasting up to 328 miles driving range on a single charge. Capable of 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds and a top speed of 161 miles per hour. The electric global modular platform, EMP, with its large battery, creates a portable power supply of up to 3.6 kilowatts of electricity. Full of technology with a stunning design, the winner of the European Car of the Year, the Kia EV6 has raised the bar within the global EV market, paving the way for a bright future in our EV development. Built to keep on excelling, advancing on our top-selling model. Meet the all-new Kia Sportage range, now including hybrid electric, plug-in hybrid, and mild hybrid options. safety features. With a cutting-edge design, the cabin is built with an unmistakable focus on the driver. Sleek yet muscular surfaces, inspired by organic forms found in nature, gives this SUV a dynamic road presence with a premium stature. Always moving forward, pushing the boundaries of inspiration. Now for something new to be discovered. Further proving our leadership in electrification and a sustainable future. It's time. Introducing the all-new Kia Niro EV.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you all new Niro EV. Tremendous round of applause, thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming through today. My name is Martin and welcome to this dealership here. What we're doing right now is giving the opportunity to present to you the Kia electric experience, and that is part of our brand new Niro EV, as well as its sisters or brothers, however you want to call it, the EV6 as well as the Sportage. Now, EV6 really needs no introduction. What car of the year, current European car of the year, and an absolute beast of a vehicle. What we have over here in the Sportage is your hybrid and your plug-in hybrid option, and again with its sleek, stylish, muscular looks, what you're seeing here is technology that has been shared over to the Niro platform. Now, is anyone here an existing e-Niro customer? Anyone? We normally have a few folks come through because it is the best-selling car in the segment, and there's absolutely no reason why this won't continue to do so. What you're seeing here is a significant upgrade on the previous model of a car that really was quite outstanding in the first place. So if we start right from the beginning, we can tell that this is the full electric version, because right here, front and center, we have the charging port. Now this has been moved from the previous vehicle, which was noted a bit on this side. It's the first in the segment, having this option over here. And what we have, I'll show you in a moment, under the breeze, is a little front trunk, a frunk as it's called, where we keep the cables. Just find that having the cables in the front of the car makes charging that much easier. You might be at the supermarket with it filled with shopping, or your suitcases on holiday. The last thing you need to do is worry about that. So I'll pop the hood and I'll show you that quickly. So what this version is here, what we're looking at right now, this is the fully spec'd level 4 EV. This is the full electric version. As I said, here's the little trunk with the cables all kept inside, nice and neat. Now what we do to present the car to you and allow you to play around with it and have the opportunity is, we've got something slightly different in here. It's not your regular 12-volt battery, it's a little transistor. So we do ask when you're in the car to do anything you want, just please don't turn the heating on. It's not designed for that at the moment. So, like I said, from the front of the car, you can tell straight away you're looking at the electric vehicle. However, there's a few design cues from the front of the car you may notice from the previous model. It's more muscular, it's more striking in design. For me personally, I'm a big fan of this new upgrade. You'll see a lot of design cues in twos that Kia have come through with. From the unique double cowl design, the black on white, through to the multiple chrome strips. And again, it's that tiger's nose grille that you see brought into it. It's a beautiful vehicle. It's quite a significant upgrade on the previous one. But the previous owners who'll get inside this car will recognize how many different things we've got going at the moment. So, if I start from the side of the vehicle, on the EV version, level 4 here, you've got a 17-inch dedicated aerodynamic alloy. If you're a hybrid or plug-in hybrid customer, Kia understands that there's different options, so you get a 16 and an 18-inch option for the hybrid and plug-in hybrid. Moving down the side of the vehicle, let's just stick with the back of it first. This panel over here is not just cosmetic or a design trim. This C-pillar is integrated into the body with a gap running through the side. Now that has an airflow opportunity. It lessens the wind resistance and the noise in the vehicle, making it a little quieter. And there you have the integrated boomerang tail lights. Up in the front of the vehicle, you'll notice the daytime running lights are here. They're absolutely gorgeous in the heartbeat shaped line. And they continue around the rear of the vehicle. If I look inside the car, something you'll be able to notice all from the side, you'll get a chance when you step in. The design intentionally inside is very angular and upwards, diagonal lines, whereas the previous version we found a lot more horizontal lines. Striking use of plastics inside the car. They're all 100% recyclable. And you'll notice when you touch them, it's a very tactile experience. It's not one feeling all the way through the car. There's several sorts of textures in order to be able to play and identify with. The seats in this vehicle are physically a little bit smaller than the previous model. Not smaller in terms of support space or comfort, just the actual footprint of the seats, which makes more room in the cabin. So if you're a driver of the car, great, you get the option to be this, but the passenger is just as important here. You've got all the bells and whistles you could possibly want inside this car, from a Harman Kardon sound system through to dual 10.25-inch LCD displays, which are up to you about how you use the vehicle, whether you want to see all the data the car has or just a few different skins or versions of the car. It's also got one thing I think particularly useful. Up here in the front, you might notice a little box, and this is the heads-up display. So whilst you're driving on the road, you don't need to take your eyes off the road. Just focus on what's ahead of you, your speed, your navigation cues, all right there for you. The seats are programmable. There's memory for the seats. They're made of a vegan leather, which isn't just plastic, I can tell you. It's actually from eucalyptus oils and apple peels. The seats are ventilated and heated as well. Now, all these specs that I'm explaining to you right now are specific to the level 4 option. When you get a chance later on, you speak to some of my colleagues, they'll be able to tell you the trim details on the various other levels. So, this thing, again, has got a sunroof, and what else can I mention about this car interior-wise? Ambient lighting, customizable. If you wanted to select your favorite football team or whatever takes your whim, that's up to you. You can move the seat things around inside in terms of storage. The drinks holders are all mildly modular. You've got a series of touch controls inside the car, which have multifunction displays. So one touch and you're dealing with the air conditioning, another touch and you've got the multimedia options. So when it comes to just usability of the car, multiple USB-C charging points, QI wireless charging in the front of the vehicle, and like I said, just about every single bell and whistle you could possibly imagine. The safety this car offers is fantastic. So how it all works is it connects by the Kia Connect app, which means you're essentially always online with Kia. So for example, the navigation system is always going to know about the latest issues and traffic updates. It's not old data. You could be sitting at home going, right, I'm going to take a drive out to Manchester later. I'd like to listen to this playlist in the car. Do that from the comfort of your home. Jump in the vehicle and she's ready to go. We'll get to some of the other safety features in the car in a bit, but for example, adaptive speed control that understands where you are due to the navigation, and it understands if you're coming up in a corner or if the speed's dropping. This car will adapt to the way you need to use it. So, back seats, you might notice the doors open wider than ever. And with a flat floor, because of the electric modular platform, you've got so much more space in this car. So if you've got mobility issues or children who need child seats, etc., in and out of this car, easier than ever. The rear seats are heated as well, and they fold 60-40 split. And you can also move the seats angularly back just a little bit to your comfort levels. There's even a plug that you'll find in the middle over here, so you can charge up a regular 3-pin device. The space, like I said, more than ever, and those front seats, which are a little narrower, have also got built-in USB-C chargers. So if you've got kids in the back on their iPads, they're sorted to make the most of it. So I'm going to move around to the rear of the vehicle now. Previous Kia Niro owners asked about having an electric tailgate. Kia listened, and they have provided one. So whether you're using the remote, just the touch button, the boot opens up. Now when it comes to the boot in this vehicle, like I said, a lot of the technologies in this car you're finding on the platform in the Sportage and the EV6. The boot in this car is 475 litres. That's pretty much the same size as the EV6, not far off the Sportage. Did mention the seats fold down completely, and you can even lower the bottom of the boot a little bit further whether you want to hide some goodies underneath or just add some more storage space. You'll see, as I say, a continuation of the lights when you come around the back, the daylight running lights in that heartbeat design. If you're worried about the height of that, don't worry, you can set it to a height that's suitable for you by just holding in the button. So when it comes to the remote control, the remote's pretty handy as well, so a bunch of features are really useful. Like now, whilst it's laid up straight, I can just by the remote put it forward or reverse it into the garage. So maybe if you've got a slightly smaller garage and you're worried about getting in and out of the doors, no need. Park it outside, reverse it in. It's still the sensors and cameras and all the safety features you possibly want. So when it comes to the actual engine, if you want to refer to it, the power plant of this car, what are we doing? Now, Kia understands that not every single person is ready to go fully electric, so there is a hybrid and plug-in hybrid available option too. With the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid, you get a 1.32 kilowatt hour battery or 11.1 kilowatt hour battery. Those come with a 1.6 liter petrol engine. Like I said, there's a couple of variations on that, and all the trim and spec, which you can speak to the sales colleagues about. This one here, this one has a 64.8 kilowatt hour battery. So what does that mean in real time? It'll give you 285 miles without problem. Now, what's 285 miles in real time? That's London to Newcastle without a need for a charge. But then people say, oh, 285 miles, I can go further in a diesel car. Now, this range anxiety that exists with electric cars is understood. But I'll put it to you this way. I drove down from Glasgow a few weeks ago. I had to stop for petrol, I needed a toilet, I wanted a coffee. That takes a little bit of time. Yes, the car had plenty more fuel, it could have gone for several hundred miles. I could have. So when I stopped and had all those little breaks and whatnot, a little bit of time passed. To give you an idea, you can charge this car's battery from 10% to 80% in 43 minutes. And that is the time it takes to pop in and drop some mail in the post box or do a little task. I mean, you wouldn't have your hair cut, can't be fully charged, right? It takes that little time. So Kia understands, excuse me, Kia understands that, as I said, not everybody is ready for that electric version. But if it's hybrid or plug-in hybrid, firstly for me, this is the one right now. That range anxiety is the thing of the past. 285 miles is a significant distance. And with fast charging capabilities, really, there's no reason to be concerning yourself. So if you're looking at the car on the moment, you will notice we're on a little bit of a ramp. It is the same height as the previous version, slight differences in size between the e-Niro, tiny little differences. But this extra little floor does make it look a little bit higher. Some of you are thinking it's quite tall. So here's what I would suggest to you. If I was in the market right now for a car, it would be this exact model that I'd be looking at. The level 4 spec, fully electric, all new Niro, right? Why? Various reasons. Other than the fact that it's the best-selling car on the market in this state now is only going to continue. Absolutely no reason why not. If you're in the market for an EV6 or a Sportage, good and bad news. You've got great taste, but unfortunately there's a bit of a weight. In fact, it's quite significant weight. And that is just the reality of the world right now. Being able to make promises about delivery is getting harder and harder. You folks coming through to see this launch are amongst the first in the country to see this car. And by getting that chance, you're able to put down a deposit and get yourself on the list. So this car will be available from next month in various stages. This one specifically, I think, is going to be about from September in the level 4 fully beta. And this is what we suggest you do. £500. It's a refundable deposit. You go home tonight, you change your mind, something changes in the next few weeks, doesn't matter. It's a refundable deposit. What you're doing is getting yourself on a list. Because right now, guaranteeing a car for somebody in the future that they want is becoming harder and harder. £500 will see you in this car very, very soon. And I tell you what, once you've had a chance to walk through it, sit down and appreciate all the features, I think you'll be making a deposit straight away. So a couple of the gentlemen walking around in the back here from the sales team. If there's any questions or queries, come through and ask us. We're happy to answer them. And like I said, my suggestion, and I don't get commission in case you're wondering, it's not like that, get on the list. Because you want to be able to drive off of this in the next few months, not wait and wait and wait. That's my suggestion to you. Like I said, if you change your mind, get your money back. It's up to you. But, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our star of the show, the all-new Niro EV. Thank you very much.